Today, we're breaking down the right pricing strategy for AI system agencies. And I'm not talking about just one type of service. We're covering how to properly price AI lead generation systems, custom AI apps, voice agents, automations, and any other AI-powered solution you're building. Because here's the truth. Most AI startups don't fail because their tech is bad. They fail because they copy old SaaS pricing models that don't work for modern AI. AI is different. Every action your system takes has a real cost behind it. Every API call, every request processed, every voice minute used, every automation triggered. Unlike traditional software, AI systems actively consume resources. That means your costs move in real time. If you ignore that, you underprice. And when you underprice, your margins disappear. Too cheap? You attract clients who don't value outcomes. Too expensive without clarity? You lose trust. The goal is simple. Price your systems as investments, not expenses. If you want a real AI agency that scales, you need proper setup fees, ongoing maintenance revenue, and controlled variable costs. So in this video, I'll show you exactly how to structure pricing for different AI systems. The smart, sustainable way. Let's get into it.
Now let's talk about one of the most important pricing principles for any AI system agency, the ROI anchored value model. The core idea is simple. You do not charge based on your hours. You charge based on business impact. Most beginners say something like, I worked for 40 hours on this, or this took 2 weeks to build. But the client doesn't care about your hours. They care about what changes in their business. So instead of saying, I worked for 40 hours, you say, this system saves you $40,000 per year. That please shift the conversation. You are no longer selling time, you are selling results. And AI is most powerful because it directly impacts the error costs, speed, error reduction, revenue generation, and operational efficiency. So anchor your pricing to that. Here's a rule I personally believe in. Your client should see at least 10x return within the first year. If they invest $5,000 in your system, they should be able to generate or save at least $50,000. That makes the decision obvious. Let's break it down with a real example. Imagine a business spending $40,000 per year on manual ad builder, data entry, customer follow-ups, report generation, basic repetitive processes. You build an AI automation system that reduces that workload by 50%. That means they save $20,000 per year. Now here's a quick question. What is fair pricing? You should charge 15 to 30% of their annual savings. So somewhere between $3,000 and $6,000 annually. And guess what? Even if they pay $6,000, they will keep $14,000 in savings. That's a win. Notice what just happens. You didn't calculate your price based on development type, you calculate it based on value delivered. You are not charging for the code, you are charging for the outcome. When you anchor to ROI, price resistance drops, negotiations become logical, clients see you as a strategic, not technical, because now the conversation becomes, if this system saves us $20,000, paying $5,000 is reasonable. Instead of, why does this cost $5,000? Now, this is where most agencies mess. They lead with price too early. Instead of doing that, lead with transformation. Ask questions like, what does your business look like after this system is live? Does the team respond to customers instantly? Are you booking meetings automatically? Are support tickets resolved without human intervention? Is your payroll lower because repetitive is automated? Paint the future first. Make them emotionally see the improved version of their business. Then show the price inside the current test. For example, if the system reduces your support workload by 60% and frees up 2 employees for a higher level task, the investment for that transformation is nearly $4,800. Now the price makes sense because it is tied to change. Stop thinking how much should I charge. Start thinking how much value is this creating. AI pricing is not about lines of code or API calls. It's about measurable impact. If you anchor your pricing to ROI, you don't sound like a freelancer. You sound like a strategic business partner. And that changes everything. Let's talk about one of the most fun, smartest pricing models for AI agencies, the outcome as a service hybrid. This is where things get powerful. Instead of charging only a flat monthly fee, you combine 2 parts, a base monthly fee plus a performance bonus. This gives you stability and upside at the same time. So let's start with part 1, the base. This is your predictable income. It covers keeping the AI system alive, optimized, and running smoothly. Part 2 is the success bonus. This is where you tie your pricing to measurable results. That could be leads generated, meetings booked, support tickets resolved, revenue influenced, cost saving achieved. Now let's actually break down each part really. The base fee isn't just rent, it covers the operational side of the AI system. That includes monitoring performance, fixing bugs, updating prompts and whatnot. Think of it like this. When you install solar panels on a building, they still need maintenance. AI systems are the same. They are not set and forget. They require tuning and supervision. Let's say you build a voice here that answers custom calls. You charge $1,500 per base. What does that actually cover? Hosting the system, keeping it online 24/7, ensuring call quality, adjusting scripts, managing API usage, and also updating the AI when needed. Even if performance bonuses round figures that month, you are still being paid to manage and protect the system. That protects your margin. Now, this is where the model becomes exciting. You tie part of your income to real business results, and this changes with the relationship. You are no longer just a vendor, you're a partner. Let's say you want to build a lead generation in an agency. You structure it like this: $2,000 per month base, plus $1,000 per qualified booking meeting. If the system does 30 meetings, that's $2,000 base monthly fee, plus $3,000 in performance bonus. So a total of $5,000. Now here's the key. If those 30 meetings generate serious revenue for the client, they're happy paying more because they are making them some more. So let's talk about why this model actually works. For number one, it actually protects you. You have predictable, reoccurring revenue through the base. Number two, it aligns incentives. You earning a big day midweek. That builds trust. Number three, it reduces the resistance. And part of your fee depends on performance. The clients feel safer because you're sharing risk. When you say our price grows and your results grow, it feels fair, it feels aligned, and it feels like an investment, not an expense. And if you do use performance bonuses, make sure to define what counts as a qualified lead, what counts as a resolved ticket. How results are checked? Who verifies the numbers? If you don't define this clearly, dispute might happen, and that destroys trust. This model is really powerful when it works best when results are measurable, the business impact is clear, the client understands their numbers. It works perfectly for any kind of AI systems like lead gen, sales automation, customer support, you doing it. It's harder for pure internal tools where ROI is injury. Outcome as a service changes the game. You're not just charging for a system. You're charging for impact. And when your incentives match the client's success, closing becomes easier, retention becomes stronger, and scaling becomes predictable. Now let's talk about something most agencies get completely wrong: the billable level. AI changes everything about how work is done. It makes it faster, it automates the entire workflows. It converts 10 hours of work into 10 minutes. So if you are still charging by the hour, you are actually punishing your own efficiency. Think about it. If AI helps you finish a task in 2 hours instead of 20 and you charge per hour, you just reduce your own income. That makes no sense. Instead of positioning your pricing as $100 per hour, position it against something that actually matters to the business: the cost of a full-time hire. This is a powerful psychological anchor. Businesses don't think in terms of API goals. They think in terms of payroll. Let's use an example. Human SDR might cost $3,000 to $5,000 per month, plus benefits, plus trading, plus other kinds of management. Now, imagine your AI sales system costs around $1,800 per month. Suddenly, the comparison is obvious. You are competing against freelancers. You are competing against payroll, and payroll is expensive. That's how you justify higher pricing without sounding expensive. You are not selling software, you're selling automated labor. Now let's talk about something technical, but you're going to keep it simple. AI systems run on things like API tokens, but if you tell a client we charge per token, have no idea what that means, and confusion kills the deal. Create something called an automated work unit. This is just a clean bundle. One unit might include AI processing, plus hosting, monitoring, quality control, and infrastructure costs. You package complexity into something understandable. Now, instead of saying this use 4,000 tokens, you say this use 200 automated work units. It feels structured, it feels controlled, it feels professional. And most importantly, it feels predictable. Now, what happens when workload change? Some months are slow, some months are busy. If you don't structure this properly, clients get hit with surprise bills. And surprise bills destroy trust. So instead, use a credit system. Clients buy the credits gets consumed when AI run tasks. If they need more, they buy more. Simple. This part is critical. You must be transparent about how API costs are handled. There are two clean ways to do this. First one is client using their own API keys. The client pays OpenAI or whichever provider directly. You only charge setup fees, maintenance fees, optimization retainers. This builds serious trust, especially when enterprise clients. They see exactly what the AI usage costs. You don't touch their consumption billing, it removes friction. The second option is you managing the API keys. You bundle usage into proper pricing. But if you do this, you must clearly define monthly usage limits, overage pricing, what's included, what's not included. No gray areas. If usage explodes and you didn't define limits, your margin disappears. This approach protects your efficiency, prevents underpricing, makes bidding understandable, aligns pricing with real business value, and most importantly, it positions you as someone who understands business, not just someone who understands AI. Now let's talk about how to structure your AI agency so it doesn't become a one-off project. This is the milestone-driven strategic roadmap. Instead of doing random builds, you move plans through phases. In the first phase, it is a high-ticket custom build. This is your upfront fee. You charge for discovery, workflow mapping, system architecture, and integration. This is where the real ticking happens. Typical rate is around $2,000 to $15,000 or more depending on complexity. For example, the custom CRM AI integration might cost around $8,000 upfront. That includes mapping their sales process and building automation inside their system. You're not just building tech, you're designing transformers. The phase 2 is optimization retainer. Once the system is live, you shift into monthly recurring revenue. This covers from tuning, performance tracking, model update, bug fixes. Usually this is around 15 to 25% of the initial build cost annually, or a fixed monthly retainer. This turns a one-time project into a predictable outcome. In the phase 3 is the V2 expansion. Here's where you level up. You use real performance data to improve conversions, add more automation, remove bottleneck. Now you're not just a developer. You become a fractional chief AI officer. That's long-term positioning. Now let's make pricing easier to close. Always offer 3 options: basic, standard, and premium. Your goal is to push most people towards the standard. Premium anchors value, basic meaning standard feels smart. Most people choose the middle. Use non-round numbers when possible. 1,485 figures calculated. 1,500 feels random. A small shift but a big impact. And finally, protect your scope. Clearly state what's not included. Major rebuilds, new integrations, extra usage beyond limits. Because if you don't protect your scope, your margin disappears. AI pricing isn't about selling your software. It's about setting outcomes, protecting margin, aligning incentives, and building long-term partnerships. If you price correctly, you don't just close deals. You build a sustainable AI systems business.